Welcome to HumanityWins.net. Please read the important disclaimer on your screen. All of the content provided is for entertainment purposes only. It should not be taken as medical or legal advice. Please contact your doctor or lawyer if you require such advice. Thank you. The show starts right now. Hello, welcome to this new episode of HumanityWins.net. And we have my very good friend Tony on the show again. And we're doing partial out there, like the one we had a few weeks ago. Right now I'm in my office, but Tony's out there in a park in London. So we're liking this, trying to change the environment, and I hope not only with Tony but with other guests and with the Africa program that is kind of requires that you are out there with your cell phone. That we do different environments, different things, mix it up, Tony. I don't know. It's very nice. I think also to have you out there and beautiful pond out there in your back. Thank you, Tony, for being here.
Hi, Alex. Nice to be on again. Yeah.
Thank you, Tony. And today's subject is, as always with Tony and most of my guests, we wing it in a way. We have subject, but there is nothing really prepared. We go organic here. And we have the subject, very touchy subject, okay? And please, no one get offended. We're going to try to be as thorough, and we're going to try to explain ourselves, because I think, Tony, some of the things we say, if taken out of context, they sound awful, okay? But if you look, if you hear the full idea, like, for example, my episode on death, there's a celebration. What, are you nuts? Not now.
Yeah.
In a different position that we appreciate the passing, okay? The possibility of understanding there's no suffering, and understanding you're going somewhere else, and we're all going to go through that, and a lot of things. And right now it's such a traumatic event. And again, you just listen, there's a celebration, this guy is nuts. No, listen to the whole idea, please.
Yeah.
If not, that's the definition of taking out of context. So,
that's
victims, Tony, if you want to start, I'll give you my response after your introduction on what are victims, what, you know.
Yeah, I mean, victims, to me, it's the difference between survival and suffering. To me, it's your attitude towards life. Like, I used to be, I wouldn't say I was a victim, but I did moan a lot. I was always moaning about things, complaining about life, and this isn't right, and why is this happening? So I brought myself down in a way, and I would say it's your attitude towards other people, life itself, so that makes you a victim or not. So if I see life as a challenge, okay, it's not a problem, it's not a disaster, it's a challenge. I'm looking forward to this, great, I'll see what I can do with it, I'll do my best, rather than the opposite of, oh, why is this happening to me? Why, poor me, why me? It's always me. You know, you're putting energy into a dialogue, a state of mind, and you're fueling that state of mind, and that's just getting you nowhere. So yeah, victim is, I think, your attitude towards life, your outlook. Instead of, oh, this is no good, I can't deal with this, take it as a challenge. And then you become, you know, proactive, you become positive. That's the two sides I see as a victim, yeah.
Yes, I agree, a little bit, you know, different words, same explanation basically, but for me, first of all, I remember someone telling me this a long time ago. When I went to the UK, I had to go for 2 months in Alabama. I think I shared the story on how I was treated there with my accent. It was pretty fun.
Yes.
And I was 2 months, and there was another person that was a training, by the way, and there was another person living in the same long stay apartments, like a hotel, but it's an apartment. And we became friends. He was much older than me. He's probably not in this reality anymore, because that was around 30 years ago, 20-something years ago, and he was pushing 60. So I hope he's still with us. I haven't stayed in touch. I haven't heard from him for many years. But this person was, you know, he told me something, because I was struggling at the time with some problems with my mother, okay? She was going through deep depression, and I was away. I was like a couple of hours flying away, but I was 2,000 kilometers away. No way, for example, to drive back or something. And and I was struggling to do the situation through phone. Okay, my mother will call me sometimes, and my father, and you know, this very difficult family situation. And I remember he told me something. He says, "You're not a victim, only if you victimize yourself." So that let that sink in. Okay. He says, you are not a victim, only if you victimize yourself. So that has stayed with me all my life, okay? Because, of course, we went out, we had a bar. It was quite nice that we had a bar with walking distance from the apartments, so we can
Yeah.
take the car, and and we had a few beers, with this and that, and that I went knocking on his door and said, "Do you want to have a few beers? I have a issue I want to share with you." I really wanted to vent, okay, and I probably even was almost crying, and then he said, "Oh, wait, you're just a victim. You're a victim. It doesn't matter what's going on." And he told me, "Yes, it's your mother. I understand that, but you are you." Because I wanted to stop this very good opportunity I had and quit my job and go back to be with my mother.
Yeah,
he said, "Wait, you need to think about you, okay? Even if you go, it's not up to you to fix your mother, okay? She's now, she's in a state that she doesn't understand it, but I'm sure she doesn't want that for you, okay? If she was in a better state of mind, and she's clearly victimizing herself. So the victim thing, I understand, and I understand when there's been abuse, Tony, sexual abuse, physical abuse, verbal abuse. Sometimes some of them get a pass, but some people have been verbally abused, for example, by their parents or something, children, and that, and it's also equally harmful. That yes, you as a child and something you that's a tough one because you kind of be in a victim status, but when you grow older and mature, I think it's up to you really to move out from that victim status and say, yes, I was abused. Yes, I had trauma. I've suffered trauma.
Sure.
But at the end, am I gonna keep dwelling on that? I'm gonna be in that state, or I'm gonna leave it behind. Okay. And I think also goes the fact of forgiving, of forgetting, and understanding that there's trauma all around us. Okay. So you can victimize yourself all you want. Oh my God, I was abused. Yes, that's bad. No one is saying that's good.
No.
But it will be like a child in Africa saying, why am I starving? Why am I things? Why am I being treated this way? I mean, what do I do to deserve this? I don't think those questions have an answer, okay? That's why it's a very touchy subject. But some people thrive from that. Some people were child soldiers in Africa, and right now they're thriving. They're excellent human beings. And not only the economical part, because you could be thriving economically and be a very confused, evil person, okay? I'm talking about truly thriving individuals and beings that were put in the most horrible situations you can think of. And the only possibility that they came out from that cellar was because they didn't victimize themselves, okay? Because at the end, yes, it's a victim, you need help. Yes, I understand that. But please, the most important part is on your inner strength. I don't want this for me, okay? I'm being, something else. And I'm not saying, I'm smart, and I'm not saying that happened to me. I'm just sharing a story that I was very low. And a person told me gave me a virtual, slap, saying, snap out of it. Because you're only a victim if you victimize yourself.
Yes. And it's also, if you look at any situation, you could, like people read books on self-help or how to be a success. There's so many books on how to be a millionaire, how to be positive, how to attract what you want in life. There's so many positive books. But unless you have a positive outlook, the books are worthless. The books are useless to you because you'll read them. And if you still default back to but my life never works out. It's not going to work for me. And that attitude will make that book irrelevant. So the book could help you if you took its advice. It can help you if you changed your attitude and learned to be positive. But that's hard work. You can't just, it's like turning a ship around. You need to scrutinize every action you do, every word you say. Be aware of it as you're actually speaking or actually doing things. And change it. It's like turning a big ship around. And unless you be positive with your attitude, no book or no advice off anyone. See, that guy that helped you, you could have been, I can hear you, but you're an idiot and I'm not listening.
Yes, of course. No one is saying you should subscribe to that. And by the way, it was not an immediate fix for me. It was not like, oh, thank you, I shouldn't victimize myself. And no, I still kept going as a victim for years. Okay. And I still, to this day, please, I'm nowhere close. To this day, I victimize myself all the time. Maybe the only difference is you are more aware of it. Same as the egoic mind. Okay.
That's it.
So the egoic mind starts doing its job and you say, what? I know where you're going in the egoic mind. So stop it. Same with the victim mentality. It's like you're having a conversation with yourself. That's healthy, in my opinion. That you say, "Hey, what's going on?" And you're victimizing yourself again. I mean, we have been over this, okay? But it happens. I think this reality demands those kind of things. And please, I need to be very insistent on this. I'm not belittling abuse. I'm not belittling sexual, physical, verbal, and many other types of abuse. I know emotional abuse in some other ways that we don't know. That's awful, and that shouldn't happen to you, okay? Yeah. But there are many stories we can go through, and we will be, wasting our time with the audience, Tony, of people that don't.
Just going to go under a tree. It started raining.
All right, sorry about that. Yeah, sure.
I just happened to find a tree. That's handy. I'll stand here.
That's perfect. And by the way, the audio is much better. And Tony, he's such a resourceful guy. He really builds. He's like a MacGyver, I think, Tony, or like a Swiss Army knife. He put something on his microphone, so the audio is much better today than it was last time. Okay.
Yeah. So, it's a piece of foam. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Piece of foam.
Perfect. Yeah, and that works. So there's something to do. So basically, Tony, you want to expand on this, but yes, I believe that many things. I've seen many cases of this, of people that do awful things, and nothing bad happens to them apparently, and they're thriving economically on that. Yeah. And I've seen beautiful beings that they're all about, sharing their love, all about assisting others, all about understanding others, all about not judging others, all about all of these things that we talk about. And they have horrible luck. I have a friend that is like, he has horrible luck. Horrible luck, okay? And he's always struggling with money and that. So how's that? And that's why I had the episode a couple of months ago on this law of attraction. And I think it's an extortion mechanism. Oh, you do good things, you're going to get good things. You do bad things, you're going to get bad things. That's why this idea is karma, okay? I moved on from the idea that's karma. Karma is a different thing. Karma is dealing with being your own execution, okay? And self-forgiving. Sure. For the trauma you have caused. Trauma is like a component of karma. So you go out there and cause trauma, you are the abuser, you are the one screwing other people over, you are the one. That's on you. That's not on the other person to suffer. That's why leave it behind. Yes. Okay, it's not that this concept. You're
suffering twice otherwise.
Yes, in a way you're suffering twice. Leave behind the hate. Leave behind the. Now, I'm not saying be the best friend with your abuser. That will demand too much. I'm not able to do that. I mean, I'm not saying I had a bad life, but the most critical example I can share is a former friend that defrauded me financially and put me in a position, in a financial hole, that right now is probably going to take me to sell my house. So, Tony, I want to hate this person. Tony, I want to. Don't believe me.
If you think about it too much,
if it goes through my mind, I want the worst for this person.
Yes.
How does that serve me? Whatever he did is on him. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever he did, he's gonna have to deal with that in this life or somewhere else.
And it's like your mind.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry. No, go ahead. You know the story, so I don't need to.
Yeah. What I see there is our minds. Our minds get involved and relive it. So it's like an old movie, and the mind replays it. It keeps replaying it and showing it to you. It's like, I've seen this movie. I don't want to see it anymore, but it just keeps showing it. And you relive it, and the emotions come back to you, and it keeps it alive. So the egoic mind keeps your memory of bad things usually. It's usually the bad stuff, some good, but most bad, that you can do nothing about. And it just shows you, it's like a cinema. It shows you the old movies of bad things that happened to you. And then it's up to you to push it away, because that's your old programming. That's what we grew up from this system learning, that, you can't be happy in this world. You're an oddball. If you're happy, you're a weirdo. You can't be happy, be miserable like the rest of us. And you sort of fit in a bit. You kind of fit in to a certain extent, but they're just old movies. And most people I see that I know, they live their old movies. And when you speak to them, it's the same stories, the same attitude. Oh, nothing ever works. It's like, come out of the cinema upstairs and write a new script. Film a new movie, positive one, and that it affects your energy and your emotions. And then all you've got up there is good stuff. You don't even have to go up there. You live in the world as it is. But yeah, it's like replaying an old movie, mate.
Yes.
This fixed mentality.
And how does that serve you? How does that help you? How does no?
No.
So yes, some might see like you're again, and I share that I get these emails that, oh my God, you're so weak. Oh my God, you don't have any balls. Whatever. Thank you. That's your opinion. Thank you. I don't take anything personally, and I just recently had an awful comment out there on a show. I don't remember which one. I think the one on energy. But you know what? I'm trying not to take these things personally, and honestly, in those cases, I don't. I don't. And in my example, with trauma, with abuse, with whatever, being defrauded, but maybe some say there's no comparison with sexual abuse. I agree. There are some things that are awful as well. But should we really be dwelling on that? Because the solution to that is for everyone to behave differently, to understand that we don't behave good because we're afraid of the bad. We behave good because we're good. Two different ways of going. I mean, you don't behave good, so you get good things, the law of attraction. Okay, that I don't abide to. And if you do bad things, you're going to do bad things. I share the examples, okay? Nazi killers in whatever concentration camps, some say that they didn't exist. Let's assume they existed, okay? And the photographs and that show not very good people. And they go and live for 100 years. Without disease. Because some people say if you do bad things, you're going to get cancer. Cancer is an emotion toxicity dealing mechanism. Okay? Maybe this person was so comfortable with what they did. You really have to be able to be like that. But they were so, I didn't have problem killing 100,000. So they slept like babies until they were 100. Where's the universal system for that? Is the universe broken? No, it's not broken. Because it doesn't work that way. We all have free will, and evil comes from free will. So the abuser was abusive to you and was an evil, awful person through his own free will. It has nothing to do with you. You were just subjected to trauma, and it happens. And it happens all around the world. And if you want to see trauma, go to Africa, okay? Because they are the ones that have suffered more than us in other countries. Worse. So that's why I concentrate a lot. That's my little pointing the needle to the balancing act of saying this world, of course, is full of evil, of darkness, but the light is out there. The light is coming. We are changing, and I'm seeing it. And I shared the story that actually inspired me to do a show that about this concept of making your own reality. That if we all start thinking positive, we all start thinking differently, we all start feeling differently, maybe this reality is going to change, though.
The dog come by.
Oh, sorry about that. So I'll let you speak now, Tommy. I've spoken more on this one than you, so.
No worries. Yeah, it's like if you are evil, you've done a lot of harm and caused trauma to people, and you live to 100, you're rich, you've got all the best food, best wine, it seems that you're doing well. It seems that you're winning. You know, it seems that you're a success. But that's on their conscience. See, it's the unseen, as I see it. It's not what you own, your material possessions, the external power you hold. That's worldly. That's this world. What I see is, it's like the film Dorian Gray, the book. The Dorian Gray, apparently, he was it Oscar Wilde's book, and the guy was a debauched. You know, he was hedonistic. He went to prostitutes, took drugs. 18th century, and he murdered. He'd done everything bad, but in the attic was a painting of himself. And every time he did a bad deed, the painting got older. It got wrinkles and grey and, well, ugly. And it was just, and every time he'd done another bad deed, the painting was hideous. It became like a skeleton and a horror show. So he kept it covered up in the attic and he left it there. But when he died, or when he was on his, I think he was about to die, but he went to the painting and unfolded it and showed, and it came onto him. He turned rotten. Although he looked young, in 5 minutes, he went rotten because the painting, all the bad that was in the painting, came back to him. And it's spiritual. It's not about what you own. It's divine energy. You know, we're given a leash, like a short leash. And God says, right, run, see where you get with it, but don't do any harm. And then you run away and you do what you want to do. If you do bad, God's going to yank you back and go, right, you've got to pay for that. But we're on a short leash, and we only get what we deserve. But spiritually, the riches don't matter. Money, all the castles, the gold, none of that matters. It's internal, it's your spirit. So you can't prove it to anybody. You can't say to someone, yeah, but I can sleep well at night. I'm happy. They can't, well, show me. Well, I can't show you. It's not physical. It's spiritual. And they go, oh, it's rubbish. And they carry on their way. But I believe when they die, all their life, they're going to suffer with nightmares and headaches and, just no good conscience. It's the conscience. And yeah, that's what I see it as, Alex. It's not money and gold, physical. Yeah, it's conscience.
I agree totally with you, Tony. If anything, I'm gonna add a little story, okay? So I had an employee a few years ago. He's no longer working with me, but I'm talking like 8 years ago. And he was with me for a long time. But at the end, it wasn't working, okay? He, for some reason, lost interest and he was making mistakes and he was falling asleep on the job. So that was a major no-no. I mean,
that's not good.
So when I remember saying, hey, come on, what's going on? I mean, like saying, let's part friends here. I mean, it's really not working anymore. Yeah. And he says, well, but I'm honest on this. And he was right, he was honest. He said that. I mean, I never stole from you because he will have some responsibilities with the money accounts. So I never stole from you, so I'm honest. Yes, but you should be honest. I mean, we tend to, this is the point of the story, okay? We tend to put bonus points on the good acts. Do and forget, okay? Yeah. Do good deeds. Do all good deeds, please, all of you. Do all the good deeds that's possible to you. But please, as soon as you do them, forget them. Okay? Yes. It's very important. It's very important. Oh, I'm honest. Yeah. You should be honest. It's nothing to brag about. It's nothing. And I remember telling him, hey, you should be honest. It's really not, that's not going to keep your job. Okay? You need to do your job. Okay?
That's the part, yes.
So we tend to think this is a summation system. And again, these are my feelings, guys, everyone watching. I'm not claiming to know anything at all, but my inner intuition tells me it's not a summation system. We must do good deeds and forget about them immediately because they are no bonus points on that. And we must learn eventually to not do any bad deeds to anyone because that's what we're about. It's not a summation system that, okay, so I abuse some children and that, but then I give a lot of money to charity. So summation, and I'm fine. Do you remember the movie Inside Man with Denzel Washington?
Which one?
Inside Man, they were robbing a bank and,
Vaguely, I did see it.
Okay.
A long time ago.
But the story was of this person that was very rich, very old, and he was alive during World War II. He was a young man. Yeah. And he worked with the Nazis. Again, we know World War. Who knows? I'm just sharing the story mainstream, okay?
Yes.
So he worked with the Nazis and he made a lot of money with the Nazis in Switzerland. So in a way, the story is they're robbing the bank, but not really robbing the bank. They're trying to expose this person, okay?
Yeah.
And when he finally gets caught out at the end of the movie, he says, yes, I sold my soul to the devil on a young age, but I've been trying to buy it back since. I remember that story. And he was apparently a very charitable man in the movie, and he had a lot of charities. Doesn't work that way, okay?
No.
Doesn't work that way. Whatever he did in the movie in World War II, he was probably responsible for people suffering. He was probably responsible for people dying.
Yeah.
That's on him to deal. Yeah. That's always going to be with you. That's the karma. That's the karma system. It's going to be always with you. No. Yes. No way. Doesn't work that way. Just imagine if the universe will operate like that. It will be very easy to rig the system, Tony. So I do a few bad deeds, and then I just do a few good to even out. Yeah. No ways. The bad deeds.
It just came to me as you said that. It just came to me. Look, you can't pay for bad deeds.
No.
It's like you can't take money. You can't take it with you. Money can't go with you.
You deal when we die. With that. Justice is a personal issue. You. Yeah. Someday, I'm not talking in this lifetime, Tony. You remember, our existence is eternal. So, what happens is, and this goes to ghosts, and I'm sorry, I know it's probably not a subject that you're very interested about, but just think about it. Because I want to talk with Adam about this eventually, whenever he feels like it. Adam, we love you. Hope we have a chat soon. That if you continue going back, if you could continue ignoring, so you were Hitler in one lifetime and you were Stalin in the other. I know they were at the same time, but let's assume, okay? And and then you died Hussein, and then you know where I'm going with this? I mean, you're really bad after bad after bad. Eventually, the universe is so beautiful that it's gonna say, you don't get it, you don't deal with it, you don't self-forgive, you don't understand, because self-forgiveness is maturity. Okay, I forgive myself for killing, but I know now that killing is wrong. Very important, the two components. It's not, I forgive myself for killing, but I'm going to continue killing. No. Okay? So you go through these many hundreds, tens, whatever, of being awful. And you don't have to be a mainstream person in history to be awful. You could be awful to your family, to your children, to your neighbors. You could be awful, okay? In a concentrated way. So then what happens? The universe puts you in a lower density reality, Tony.
Yeah.
Which are denser, simpler, time is lower. And those are the cellars where demons are. You get it now? Those are the cellars where demons are. So how do you become a demon? By ignoring your karma and by being bad after bad after bad. Not in one lifetime. No. The universe will give you hundreds of opportunities. Realize, get better. Realize you're only good. The bad is through your own free will. You're going rogue, you're going bad until eventually on your next lifetime you're in a cellar.
That's it.
You are in a cellar. And then if you decide not to embrace and say, I should really take a look at myself and my actions and start self-forgiving, you build tunnels of the cellar, portals, and you start attaching to beautiful beings, for example, in this reality. Those are the basis of demonic possession. Okay? So you see, everything through the universe system. So there's an explanation for demons, there's an explanation, because at the end, the universe will say, you have been given too many opportunities. You cannot be in this reality anymore. You need to step back.
Yeah, you had enough chances.
So does it make sense?
Yeah, to me, it's karma. It's just karma is understanding what you've done wrong and learning not to do it again.
Yes.
Doing better. But
perfectly explained.
Yeah, and you're traumatizing people if you don't pay attention to what your actions are and your words, because it's not about money. It's not about physical. It's about your conscience, your energy, your spirit. It's like you can't pay God from, here's a checkbook, write a check and say, yeah, I've done all this, but how much is it going to cost me? God doesn't take cash, and it's all energetic. If someone meets me today and if they're angry, I'm going to back off. I'm going to say, yeah, go away, move, and go this way. If someone's friendly, excuse me, can you help me? Or is nice to me, I'm going to be approachable and, yeah, how can I help you? What do you want? It's energy. So if you've got these people that are killing people and harming people, it's they're aggressive energy. And no matter how much they mask it, how much they look posh and smile well, good teeth, good hair, the energy's inside. And you can see these people from their actions. And yeah, it's all about energy and your intentions. The intention is a good word. If you can notice your intentions in life and say, why did I do that? Is it for a good reason? Or was that for a bad reason? Was I being spiteful? Look at your intentions, and that will tell you if this action is good or not. The intention is the root of a person. Once you know someone's intentions, that tells you whether they're good or bad. And
yes, I agree totally. You open a can of worms, Tony, because I was not expecting that yes, results and intentions are a different thing. For example, I'm a pilot in a plane, the plane is going down, I'm trying to save the plane, my intentions are good, but then maybe I don't save the plane. So if you look at the end result and whatever, and even if the investigation says pilot error or whatever.
Yes.
So things in life happen like that. And for example, sometimes as a father, as the leader of a family, when you have family, children and that, you have the best intentions. And my friend I was talking about, incredible person, hardworking, smart. For some reason, his projects don't mature. Okay, for some reason. Okay, and so, but you see another one that maybe he's working with the government. He made some defraudments here and there. He's dealing with politicians, maybe even with criminals. And you see them, young looking, healthy, a lot of money, always traveling, whatever. You say, it's normal. And some will come in the newspapers. role models, okay? How
No, they're not.
involved in that, okay?
Yeah.
So
That's just
it's not that I'm envy of that. It's just we tend to put value on things and we don't say, oh, okay, there's something more than meets the eye, okay, here.
yeah,
And as you say, one thing is the result and one thing is the intention. Okay?
exactly.
And by the way, saying through the karma system, Tony, I believe whatever your actions, through your own free will, very important, through your own free will, you kill someone, it's through your own free will, okay? If you abuse someone, it's through your own free will, okay? Even if there's a demon sometimes, because as Adam well says, sometimes it's really the demon controlling the person. You allow that, okay? That's on you, if that's the thing, okay? But as you do that, and some people take shortcuts with money, and for example says, well, I'm not killing anyone. You know, I took a bribe, for example, a politician. I steal money, but I'm not killing anyone. I'm a good person. Yeah, that's whatever you say. The universe is watching everything. Your thoughts, all your actions, okay? All your thoughts, all your actions. So in the next slide, maybe you're gonna be tested to see if you got it, okay? And maybe you're gonna be the one that is on the other side of defraudment if you defraud it. And you're gonna say, oh, this is not nice. This is not like other persons. So I get it now. And I forgive myself. And that's when something, karma disappears. Because you got it. Because you truly got it. Okay? I share many times, and I know these are subjects that are beyond what maybe you like to talk about, Tony, but I look into my past lifetimes through my own free will, okay?
Yeah.
And some stuff awful. And at the beginning, I was like, that's not even possible. I mean, I was really that. Yes. Yeah. Yes, but you have to leave it behind, and you have to say, I'm not that anymore.
Yeah.
And that's no matter what situation you are confronted with. Once you clear the karma, that's just something you're not going to do anymore. So for example, this is very difficult to grasp. But for example, if someone puts a gun to your face and you have left killing behind, you say, pull the trigger. I'm not going to do anything about it. Okay? I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm not gonna draw my gun and point it to you. I'm not going to threaten to kill you. Pull the trigger. And I think someone that was that advanced was Mahatma Gandhi, okay? Mahatma Gandhi, I think he was a beautiful soul, a very advanced soul. I don't want to put him in the same place as Jesus Christ or something like that, but somewhere close, okay? And he always said, do whatever you want, kill me. I'm not gonna partake, okay? Nothing's gonna be through violence, okay? Nothing is gonna be through violence. Because I get it. He got it. Violence is no means, there's no justification possible to go with violence, okay? He knew it.
Yeah, he had a conscience, and he weren't compromising it.
Exactly.
He didn't, you know, and that's I think what the thing is. It's resisting all the money and all the power and all the gold and all the glitters, and resisting it, even though everyone else seems to be taking it and doing well in quotes, and living from your heart, living from your spirit, what you know is right in any situation, every moment, what you know is right, and you can't compromise it. And once you've done it long enough, you realise, well, it got me this far. Something's looking after me. Something's guiding me. Something's protecting me and providing for me. But it's impossible for me to be here. And if I hadn't done good, I wouldn't be here now. And it's like them little insights you get. You get insights into, wow, I survived that. I wasn't meant to survive that, surely, but I did. And it's that sort of help that I know I've got help. I know I get help. I wouldn't be here speaking to you. I would have been gone a long time ago. And it's because I chose different things. My friends chose being flash, you know, being a showman, entertain. Oh, look at me, look at me. Look what I'm doing. Look at the drugs I'm smoking. Look at this, look at this. I can do this. And I'm like, idiot. See you later. And I went that way. So I knew it was wrong and I didn't compromise. I went with what I felt was right. And a lot of them go by the wayside because they believe this world. They believe this world is the answer, and it isn't. It's a test. It's a test. All these shops, all these, you know, the money out in this area is through the roof. The rich people that live around here, and the cars. So it don't impress me. It doesn't impress me. If someone don't come,
I know it doesn't, Tony. I know it doesn't. Tony, we have gone I'm not sure about that, but I think around 40 minutes. So we're reaching kind of that time. Sorry, go ahead.
It went quick.
Yes, of course. Time flies when you're having fun. And you're very fit, Tony. That the bicycle is doing you good because you were walking around talking like that. And sometimes I think I would have had a few problems talking like that. So you were doing that effortlessly. So anything in closing, Tony?
I mean, I would say all of life as resist what isn't good for you and do good. Do good for people. You know, I've reached the age I've reached, 56 now, and my conclusion so far is I'm impressed more by a good deed from a person than all the money in the world. You know, like a little kid comes up to me now and goes, "Miss, Dad, do you want a bit of my ice cream?" I think that melt my heart. You know, I'd be like, "Oh, thank you," but it's giving energy. It's energy of giving and helping each other. That is the energy that we need to work on and bring into being in this world and turn it around, because it's a taking energy. You know, that's the thing this world's about, taking. So I would just say, turn it around, mate, for people out there.
And I recently had an episode that I ended at, one of my solo ones, that I ended at on a quote from Sai Baba, okay, the Indian spiritual leader. He lived around 100 something years ago, very cherished by both Buddhists, Hindus, and Muslims, even if, you know, there seems to be. So, and he basically said, by pouring out your love, that's the best thing you can do for this world. That's the best thing, and that's the best advice I could give anyone. Of course, we're in this concept, and it's excellent if you individually help someone here and someone there. That's perfect. But my suggestion will be help them raise, and once they're standing up, it's like, there you go, put in the work, okay? But by generally just sending your love, your light to everything and everyone, even the ones that disagree with you, even the ones, again, someone abuse you, send them your light and love. I know it sounds so far-fetched. I'm not saying be friends. I'm not saying like that. Sending your love and light is being neutral, okay? It's being neutral. It's basically just saying, let's fill this world of love and light. So darkness is not going to have a place in here anymore. So demons are not going to build tunnels to this reality and do demonic possession. It's just not going to work anymore. Okay? Because the reason some people are so evil, I have to think it, and we went back on some shows about alcohol, spirits, and all that, drugs, that I think bring the demons out that we have. And I have to accept that we all probably have demons on us that are ready to creep out, but like the egoic mind, if you keep them at bay, eventually it's like you're fixing it, okay?
Retraining it.
So Tony, thank you very much. It was a great episode. I promise next one we'll figure it out. I'll be out there. Maybe you want to be comfortable in your house, and I won't do any walking like you, but you know. But that was great. That was we're trying to bring different things, and also as I shared on the last few episodes, I started a YouTube channel. So it's humanitywisdom.net/YouTube, or just go to humanitywisdom.net and there's a YouTube icon. That's very easy to do. In case you're interested on having that, I do believe it took me some time, but I do believe it's good to be on YouTube. Not all episodes will make it there. This episode, for example, will make it there. We didn't say anything necessarily exotic or necessarily controversial. But some episodes that are more specific will not make it there, so we play along with the rules of YouTube, which are different from the rules of BitChute, which are different from the rules of okay, so we're just trying to maximize our exposure here and just take this channel, whatever it's going to take us. Okay.
Great channel.
Thank you, Tony. And you're a great part of it. It's Fridays with Tony, because you can be on Fridays as of late. So it's Fridays with Tony. Yes. Thank you, Tony, very much. It was great as always. And for everyone watching, please stay for the last 2.5 minutes of the show. Thank you, Tony.
Thank you. Cheers, Alex.
Thank you. Bye-bye, guys. Thank you for making it to this part of the video. This is my favorite part. This is where I suggest to you that you discover yourself. You are not what you have been groomed to believe. You're this incredible being without limits that has eternal life, amazing strength, infinite wisdom, and a big, beautiful heart. All your limits are always self-imposed. Your best version in this reality is inside you. Your only mission on this life is to become a beacon of love and guidance. This version is ready to be discovered today. How do you discover yourself? The discovery process is a personal one. No one can do it for you. Dedicate 5 minutes a day to talk to yourself and the universe. Request to be connected and ask, who am I? Where do I come from? You will start getting signs, breadcrumbs, and signals. You will notice how your notions about those realities start disappearing. No more hierarchies, no more competition, no more complaining, no more depending on others. Discovering yourself equals to breaking your matrix. Your self-imposed limits will fall, and you will be ready to serve humanity and help break this spell and deception on us. But you must be patient to allow others to wake up at their time through their own free will. That will be really soon, you will see, and that will start a new world. As you work towards your best version, you will notice how old emotions don't serve you anymore. Hate, fear, rage, pride, loss, envy, violence, justice, true violence, judgment of others, and other emotions will disappear from your mind and heart. You will understand those emotions serve only the evildoers and are not you. Please try to be understanding of others that don't think or feel like you. Everyone has a process. No one is right or wrong. We're all just different. Don't be concerned about being right, ever. Don't allow pride preventing you from patching things up with family and friends. It is very important you enjoy this life with your loved ones. Put in the work to patch things up and leave it to others to decide. Please relax and enjoy life. When everyone breaks their own matrix, humanity through our community consciousness will break the final spell. The new world will start and everything will gradually fall. Governments, hierarchies, and the medical and financial system will go from scarcity to abundance for all. Thank you very much for watching. Please share this episode. If you have any comments or suggestions, please use the comment section below. For private questions, conversations, and if you would like to appear on the show, please email me at hey@humanitywins.net. Thank you again. Please don't forget to visit our website www.humanitywins.net. By giving me your time, you honor me. Have a very, very, very nice day.